Hello everyone, welcome to the Turfway Park Report for Wednesday, January 4th, 2017. 9 races on the card tonight. The Polytrack, as always, is fast. The first race is a claimant event for 3-year-olds and up, which have not won a race in the last 6 months, so go 6 1/2 furlongs. No program changes. Morning line favorite number 3, Discreet Glen, for trainer Heather Hall. They're all in line. They are racing. And it's Moonlit Parks, the first to fire, but there goes Euro Cash being hustled on out. These two are 2 lengths clear of Strong Response, who came away racing in third. Right to that one's outside, there goes Discreet Glen, then a separation of 2 to the 2 back markers, and they are Silent Secret and Houston Fire. Up the backside they go, 4 1/2 furlongs still to travel. So a pace battle up top between Euro Cash and Moonlit Park. These two are now just a length and a half clear of Discreet Glen, who's come to tackle there in third, now drawn to ever closer third, only about a half a side off the lead now, and a separation of 2 back to Strong Response, and a 5-length margin to Houston Fire, and outpaced early is Silent Secret. First quarter was 23 seconds flat. Here comes Discreet Glen up to the outside of Moonlit Park. These two are linked in front of Euro Cash, who starts the back pedal. Strong Response is gearing up from the back of the pack. Also underway, here comes Houston Fire for the Eric Reed barn as the field outside the quarter pole. It's Discreet Glen who has taken over from Moonlit Park. Set to tip 3 wide. Strong Response even further out. Houston Fire is coming with giant strides down the center of the racetrack. 1/8 of a mile left, and Houston Fire coming over the top. Houston Fire just went right on by Discreet Glen and Moonlit Park. 4 lengths further back to Strong Response, but in the final furlong, Houston Fire. Houston Fire is going to win it here by about 2 1/2 in the end. Houston Fire for Eric and K. Reed wins the opener from Turfway. Second was the 3, Discreet Glen. Third, Silent Secret, and Strong Response was 4th. Number 4, Houston Fire rallies from far back to get the job done for owner K. Reed, trainer Eric Reed, and Johnny McKee with the winning ride. Houston Fire, $7.80, $363. Finishing second, number 3, Discreet Glen. Third, the 2, Silent Secret. And fourth, the 1, Strong Response. The exacta was worth $25.80. The trifecta, $181. The superfecta, $1,009.80. Running time for the opener, 1:19.3. Tonight's second race is a claimant event for the fillies and mares, which have never won 3 lifetime. They'll go 1 mile. Morning line favorite number 1, Red Raven, with Alvin Jimenez. And they are off. Red Raven spots the field about 4 lengths, but it was a clean and fast beginning for Always Love April. Right to her outside comes She's Lovely, the big class dropper, spun out 3 wide, Successful Brat, saving all the ground. Moving Parts races up into a joint third. A length off those comes Rohan. Red Raven, after that poor start, has rushed all the way up into 6, 5 1/2 off the pace, and a length in front of the pair of Scouted Out, first off the claim, and Just a Love Song is last of the lot. Compact field, though, 7 lengths from top to bottom past the 6 furlong marker. First quarter was a pedestrian like 25-1. So slow pace up top for She's Lovely, who's drawn right alongside Always Love April. Those two are now stride for stride, a length in front of the trio of Red Raven, who's closest to the rail. Sandwiched in the middle is Moving Parts, as she's covered up by Rohan. Top 5 covered by 2 lengths. 3 lengths further back, Successful Brat waiting in the wings right to the outside of Scouted Out, who's to her inside, and last of all, Just a Love Song at 64-1. Can't see them all. Half mile, 50-1, so a controlled tempo being set up top by Always Love April. She's Lovely looks to turn the heat up to the outside. Here comes Moving Parts, and Rodney Prescott set to go 3 wide. Red Raven right in the middle being punched along. Here comes Rohan as the field outside the quarter-mile pole. So She's Lovely being ridden to keep pace. Moving Parts, Jock sitting chilly on that one. Rohan set to tip 3 wide and running on from the back, Successful Brat. A hard luck trip for Red Raven, who's going to try to angle down to the rail as they straighten for the stretch drive. It's She's Lovely still up top, still pestered by Moving Parts. These two lock horns as they set down for the drive with an 1/8 of a mile to go, and She's Lovely trying to hold, but Moving Parts is wearing her down to the outside, and Moving Parts puts that nose in front. She's Lovely trying to battle back. She's Lovely not going to get to, I don't know, photo though. She came back on the inside, resilient with She's Lovely, but I think Moving Parts may have got the head bob. We'll leave that up to the placing judges. Photo for win. Number 2, Moving Parts rallied from off the pace to get up right on the wire to win under a strong ride by Rodney Prescott for owner-trainer Billy Stinson. Number 2, Moving Parts, returned $16, $660, $360. Finishing second, number 7, She's Lovely. Third, the 1, Red Raven. And fourth, the 3, Always Love April. Exacta $72.20. The $1 try, $98.50. The Super was worth $1,045.80. And the early daily double of 4 and 2, $62.20. Running time 1:41 and 2. Today's third race is a wide open $8,000 claimant event. They'll go a mile and a 16th, no program changes. Morning line favorite, number 2, Shake Yo Groove Thing. And they are racing. And Aesop caught a flyer, opens up as they head under the wire for the first time by about 2. Magnetic Start, aptly away through from between horses. There goes Copus to add some pep to the pace. In behind that, it comes the pair of Rue and Get Me Out of Here, Seamus. And Shake Your Groove Thing, the veteran, hugs the rails. They race in the clubhouse turn. And last away early is Fear the Kitten. Field of 8, covered by 8 from top to bottom. It's Aesop. Shows them midpoint through the opening turn by a length and a half through a first quarter of 24-3. Copus came away racing the second position. Shake Your Groove Thing, the 12-year-old, is tugging hard against Bracho there along the rail, covered up to the outside by Magnetic Start. Rue is racing along in the 5th position, right up to the outside of that one, the favorite Bat in the Hatches. And then a separation of 2. Down along the inside comes Fear the Kitten as they continue to run up the backstretch. And last away is Get Me Out of Here, Seamus. They're starting to bunch up, though, as they head towards the half-mile pole. 6 lengths would cover the field, half-mile in 49-1. So comfortable tempo for Aesop. Pressured by Copus. These two are just now a half-length clear of Magnetic Start and Bat in the Hatches. Puts a bit in on the 4-wide side. Shake Your Groove Thing, still crying out for racing room, is starting to get underway from the back. Comes Get Me Out of Here, Seamus, as the field midpoint through the turn. So up top, it's Aesop. On the far outside, it's Bat in the Hatches. In the middle, it is Copus. These 3 are a length and a half in front of Get Me Out of Here, Seamus, who's set to tip 4 wide. Shake Your Groove Thing is still crying out for room as they straighten for the stretch drive. And Bat in the Hatches comes to tackle Aesop. Aesop, as resilient as they come, shaken up by Zaniga. Bat in the Hatches still wearing him down to the outside. Down the center, Get Me Out of Here, Seamus is in with a chance. Get Me Out of Here, Seamus up to the outside of Bat in the Hatches, but Aesop will not go away. Aesop is game as they come in a 3-way photo. Number 5, Aesop, would not be denied. Hangs on to win by a head bob. Had to survive a claim of foul. The jockey number 4, Copus, claimed foul against both the 5, Aesop the winner, and the 3rd place finisher, number 8, Bat in the Hatches, but the stewards disallowed to claim a foul. Number 5, Aesop, owned by Brett Bresser, trained by Chip Brownfield, ridden to victory by Alonzo Quinones. The winner, 17-20, 8-20, 4-20. Second, the 6, Get Me Out of Here, Seamus. Third, the 8, Bat in the Hatches. And fourth, the 4, Copus. The exacta, 103.20. The try, $192.50. The super, $2,028.60. The pick 3, $278.30. The double, $160.40. Running time, 147 flat. Tonight's 4th race, a claimant event, a non-winners 2, 15 down to 10 claimant event to go 6 furlongs. Morning line favorite, number 7, Sucker Punched, with Rodney Prescott. Are at the post. And they are off. Red, Blue, and True missed the start, but it was a fast beginning for Accommodation, who's hustled on out. Old-fashioned Justice the Gray will add some pep to the pace there as well. The favorite, Sucker Punch. In the green cap, stacks up 3 deep, 1 in front of Neighborhood Cat, who's to that one's inside in 4th. Separation of 2 as they run up the backstretch to Red, Blue, and True, recovered after that poor start. The 2 back markers are Dr. Hal and Sunset Sands. 7.5 lengths from top to bottom, and it's Accommodation, who carries him by the half-mile pole through a first quarter in 22-3. So it's Accommodation and Perry Utes lead him into the far turn run in front by about 2.5 now. Old-fashioned Justice in chase mode in second, about to be passed on both sides. Neighborhood Cat to the inside, the favorite Sucker Punch to the outside, and also running on for the back here's Red, Blue, and True, committed to go 5 wide as the field approaches the top of the home stretch. And Accommodation is waving the white flag. There goes Neighborhood Cat gearing up on the 3-wide side. Sucker Punch as they straighten away for the stretch drive, and it's Neighborhood Cat who turns him in. Neighborhood Cat shaking up with that left-handed stick. Sucker Punch on the wrong lead there to the outside, wandering about in the center of the track. Here comes Sunset Sands, also down the center. Dr. Hal, 1/16th left, and opening up here, Neighborhood Cat will turn back the favorite, and Neighborhood Cat 2 in a row here at Turfway. Neighborhood Cat wins by 3.5. Dr. Hal got up to be in a photo with Accommodation, who re-rallied there, and the favorite Sucker Punch was 4th, 112-2. Number 4, Neighborhood Cat, well ridden here by Julie Burke. Hugs the fence and wins going away to turn back the favorite. Number 4, Neighborhood Cat, owned and trained by Don Mills. Returns 960, 540, and 440. Second, number 3, Dr. Hal. Third, number 2, Accommodation. And fourth, the 7, Sucker Punched. The $1 exacta, $77.60. The $1 try, $646.20. The $1 super, $4,319.60. The pick 3 for $1, $175.80. And the rolling double, $77.80. Running time for race 4 112 and 2/5 seconds. Tonight's fifth race is a starter allowance event to go 6.5 furlongs. Scratch the 8 Jazz and Tap. Morning line favorite number 3, War Ready, for owner Justin Atkins. And they are racing. Not the best getting for the filly. Lusty, get your going, but a fast start for Happy to Be Here. Through from the inside, there goes War Ready. Through from between horses comes Tacoma Park. Tiz Sardanic Joe came away racing in the 4th position, a length in front of Tismatize, then a separation of 2 to Old Mountain Lane, National Defense, and rushing up from the back of the pack to Philly. Lusty, get your gun. 6 lengths would cover the lot as they continue to run up the backstretch. Happy to Be Here, and Orlando Mojica shows the way. On the inside, it's War Ready, covered up by Tacoma Park. They're 2 lengths in front of Tiz Sardanic Joe, who races in 4th. Hugging the rail, there goes Tismatize. She's flanked by National Defense. Out 3 wide comes Lusty, get your gun. And at the back of the pack, Old Mountain Lane. First quarter, 23 and 2/5 seconds. So it's Happy to Be Here. Still shows them up top. Happy to Be Here. Now just a length clear. Tacoma Park set to go 2 wide, 3 wide. Comes Tiz Sardanic Joe. War Ready is going to try to stay along the rail and wait for the C's to part. Running on from the back, Lusty, get your gun as they straighten for the stretch drive. And it's well off the rail. Tiz Sardanic Joe cuts him in. Tiz Sardanic Joe opening up by the 8th pole. Now under track with clear sailing comes War Ready. Also down the center from the back of the pack, National Defense. But by the 16th pole, Tiz Sardanic Joe is gone. Tiz Sardanic Joe, second off the claim, wins by 4.5. War Ready was second, Tacoma Park third, and National Defense was fourth in 117 and 2. Number 7, Tiz Sardanic Joe on the cut back and distance. Rallies from off the pace to win for owner Jerry Carden and Kim Hammond. Trained by Kim Hammond, and the 8-year-old was ridden by Jack Gilligan. Number 7, Tiz Sardanic Joe, $8.80, $4, $3.40. Second, number 3, War Ready. Third, number 4, Tacoma Park. And fourth, the 2, National Defense. The exact of $34.40. Try, $78.80. Super, $590 even. The pick 3, $379.20. The daily double, $95.60. Pick 4, $1,620.60. No winners in the pick 5 carryover into tomorrow's card, better than $18,000. Running time for the 5th, 117 and 2. Tonight's 6th race, a claimant event to go a mile, field of 8, morning line favorite number 6, Crooked Court for Inocencio Quezada. They are off. And it's Hotsy who's the first to fire. Right alongside, there goes Crooked Court, the favorite. Through from the inside, Owl Creek's up pace presence while racing third. Eyes on the Lady spun out 4 wide. Even further out comes Wall Street, as those 5 are linked in front of Can't Catch Me Now, who's content to track from 3 lengths off the lead. Then a separation of 2 back to Silver Lucky Q. And last away early at the back of the pack, Warpoint is 9 lengths off the pace as they pass the 6 furlong marker. First quarter mile up in 24 and 4. And they straighten up on the back stretch. And up front, it's the favorite, Crooked Court. Now being passed to the outside, there goes the long shot. Eyes on the Lady turns the heat up. Owl Creek has deferred to the 3rd position. Wall Street is out in the center of the course, 4th on hold right now. Can't Catch Me Now is 5th, has 4.5 lengths to find. The gray Silver Lucky Q has 2 horses beat, and they are Hachi and Warpoint still. Can't see them all. Half mile in 48 and 3/5 seconds. They make their entrance into the far turn, and it's Crooked Quarter and Orlando Mojica now back to retake the lead over the long shot. Eyes on the Lady. Down the inside is Owl Creek. Silver Lucky Q is in relentless pursuit, but has had a tough go of it. Has been parked out in the 5 path for the last half mile. Then 2 lengths further back to Wall Street and Can't Catch Me Now as they're outside the quarter mile pole. So up top, it's Crooked Court, confronted to the outside by Eyes on the Lady. 3 wide, Silver Lucky Q, and set to tip 4 wide from the back of the pack. Warpoint as they straighten away for the stretch drive, and it's Crooked Court shaking up now. Owl Creek set to strike. Here comes Warpoint looking to come over the top, and Warpoint just ran right on by. Warpoint from absolutely last is going to draw away in deep stretch here. Warpoint from worst to first to get the win. Warpoint for Brian Michael by 3. Owl Creek was second, Silver Lucky Q third, and tight for 4th between Can't Catch Me Now and the favorite Crooked Court in 140 and 2. Number 2, Warpoint, rallied from absolutely last to win, going away for owner Jay Hamilton Hale, Brian Michael the trainer, and Carlos Villasana with the winning ride. Warpoint, $10.40, $6, $3.80. Second, number 3, Owl Creek. Third, number 1, Silver Lucky Q. And fourth to 6, Crooked Court. The exacta, $52.20. The trifecta, $157.60. Super, $1,180.80. The daily double, $75.40. And the pick 3 for $1 was worth $200. and $88. Running time for race 6, 1:42. Tonight's 7th race, a maiden special weight for filly 3-year-olds to race 1 mile. Scratch number 6, Route 2. The favorite, number 4, Never Grow Old, with Julio Garcia. And they are off. Unmistaken Legend bobbled shortly after the start in his last, but a fast beginning for the first-time starter With Pleasure, who barrels on out. Right alongside, Personal Cat's away in good order. On the 3-wide side, Lady Shackelford spun out 4 deep, comes Flashy Ruby Red. Unmistaken Legend has rallied from that poor start, raced all the way up into 4th, covered up to the outside by the favorite Never Grow Old, and then 2 lengths further back to Sing Olivia Sing, and Double Oaked is at the back of the pack. First quarter mile in a slow 25 seconds flat. Well bunched is the field. They're only 4 lengths from top to bottom and through from between horses. There goes Double Oaked. Double Oaked from last all the way up into 1st in less than 1/8 of a mile, and it's Double Oaked who shows the way. With Pleasure in the Tabor Silks race along the rail in 2nd. Out wide in 3rd. There goes Unmistaken Legend, who made that early move as well. And drawing an ever closer 4th comes Lady Shackelford. The favorite, Never Grow Old, is 5th. Tugging hard at Garcia there. Has 6 lengths to make up and needs to find a seam there because he's covered up to the outside now by Sing Olivia Sing as the field makes her entrance in the turn. Half mile, 49 and 4. So it's Double Oak shows the way. With Pleasure to the inside. Lady Shackelford stacks up 3 deep to the outside. And Garcia has guided Never Grow Old to the outside. Going to tip 4 deep as the field passes the quarter-mile pole. It's Double Oak. Rails open for With Pleasure. And With Pleasure's jockey, Julie Burke, takes advantage and sends it right on through. But now clear sailing for Never Grow Old. Set to tip 4 wide as they straighten for the stretch drive. And Never Grow Old has collared Double Oaked. Never Grow Old with that wide and sweeping bid has just went right on by, and Never Grow Old drawing away in the stretch here. Never Grow Old will break the maiden today by almost 4 in the end. Double Oaked was 2nd, 3rd goes the Lady Shackelford, and firster With Pleasure was 4th. Number 4, Never Grow Old, 2nd on debut, puts it all together today, and she breaks her maiden in style. 3-year-old daughter of Scat Gaddy, owned by the Elkstone Group, trained by Wesley Ward. Julio Garcia was up top for the winning ride. Never Grow Old, $3, $2.10 and $2.10. Second, number 8, Double Oak. Third, number 5, Lady Shackelford. And 4th was number 1, With Pleasure. The Superfecta, $83.40. The $1 pick 3, $67.50. Running time for race 7, 1:42 flat. Tonight's 8th race is allowance optional claimant event for fillies and mares which have not won a race other than or to be entered for a claiming price of $25,000. Scratch number 6, Native Indy. Morning line favorite number 3, Tizzy Be Hot, with jockey Richard Bracho. And they are racing. Mellow Kisses broke out early, but a fast and clean beginning for Near Shore. So Near Shore clears off as they lead the 6.5 furlong shoot. There goes Tizzy Be Hot, and also Mellow Kisses back up to engage. Through from the inside, Scat Lady is next, and last away early, Park Celeste can see them all. 7 lengths from top to bottom, 5/8 of a mile still to go. It's Near Shore. The 32-1 long shot shows the way, 1.5 lengths to Mellow Kisses. In the hot orange, rides the rail in 2nd. Tizzy Be Hot is covered up to the outside by Park Celeste, and outpaced now to the back of the pack, Scat Lady, and You Cheated can see them all. First quarter in a torrid 21 and 4, and it's Near Shore who carries him in the far turn. Mellow Kisses shut down to the inside. Here comes Park Celeste, gearing up to the outside, and also running on for the back. It is Tizzy Be Hot, and being punched along, Scat Lady, and switched off covers. You Cheated is kicked it into top gear now. Half mile, 45 and 4, and they run to the top of the lane, and Near Shore and Rodney Prescott will turn first. Park Celeste tips 2 wide. They've left the rail open for Tizzy Be Hot, trying to come on through. Scat Lady in behind that one, down the center. Mellow Kisses, wide open, deep stretch. A rail run for Tizzy Be Hot. Near Shore will not go away. Park Celeste shaking up to the outside. Mellow Kisses absolutely wide open with a 16th to go. And here's You Cheated from worst to first, and You Cheated just ran by them all. Tight photo for second, 1:17 flat. Number 5, You Cheated, rallied from absolutely last to win going away. Now a perfect 2 for 2 over the Turfway surface. This 4-year-old daughter of Colonel John, owned by Alan Tinenbaum, trained by Brian Michael for his 2nd victory in the card, and Carlos Villasana was up for the winning ride. The winner, $926.23. Second, number 7, Near Shore. Third, number 2, Park Celeste. And 4th goes 3, Tizzy Be Hot. Exacta, $127.60. Try, $520.20. The Super, $2,631 even. The Daily Double, $17.20. And the Pick 3 for $1 was worth $49.20. Running time, 1:17 flat. Tonight's ninth race, a claimant event for the fillies and mares, which have never won 3. The claiming price $5,000. They'll go 1 mile. Jockey change for the 5 to Senior Hisby. Morning line favorite number 1, Hang On Annie. Michael and Viasana looking for their 3rd together on the card. And runners away. Not the best start for Balin, but it was a fast beginning for Hang On Annie, who barrels on out. Quickly, Hang On Annie opens up by 3, has the rail and the lead as they head into the turn. So Hang On Annie looking to give Brian Michael and Viasana a triple on the card, has opened up a 4-length lead midpoint through the turn. Patsy M came away racing in the 2nd position. The trio of Pew, Glory Range, and Dramatized, they are 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and they're 4 in front of Funky Flower. Towards her inside is Balin after that poor start, has 1 horse beat, and that is Broadway Kate at the back of the pack. The field covered by 9 lengths from tip to tail, and it's Hang On Annie. The big favorite shows the way. Vilasana's going to go to work on trying to throttle back that speed. Patsy M is racing in 2nd to the inside of Dramatized, who's out in the clear 3rd. Pew is trying to sneak through along the fence in 4th. Way out wide, Glory Range is within striking range, covered up to the outside by Carmen's Pitcher, who starts to get underway, and Balin continuing that relentless pursuit along the rail. Whips out with 3/8 of a mile to go, half mile 49 in 1, and Hang On Annie so far has shouldered the load, and Hang On Annie out there paving that path, now clear by 3. Dramatized starts to moonwalk now as Patsy M passes her, and Pew's continuing that progress down along the rail as they're outside the quarter pole. So Hang On Annie and a confident Viasana, but danger's coming, namely Patsy M, who ranges up to the outside. These two lock horns as they straighten for the stretch drive, and now it's go time for Hang On Annie off the turn, now shaking up. Here comes the whip, and she's responding, opens up by 2, but Patsy M will not go away and seems to be going the better of the 2 with a 1/16 of a mile to go, and Patsy M just went right on by pace-setting Hang On Annie, and Patsy M and Barkley and McKee's going to win in here by just better than a length. Pace-setter Hang On Annie was 2nd, Glory Range was 3rd, and Broadway Kate was 4th. Running time 1:41 flat. Number 7, Patsy M absolutely wears down the pace-setter, gets up right on the square to win to give Johnny McKee 2 on the card. Patsy M owned by Keith Keister and Richard Smith, trained by Jeff Barkley. Number 7, Patsy M returns 460, 240, and 220. Finishing 2nd was number 1, Hang On Annie. 3rd, number 4, Glory Range, and 4th to 5, Broadway Kate. The exacta was $11. The trifecta $24.60. Super $940.60. The late double $28. The pick 4 $194.80. No winners in the Super High 5. That carryover into tomorrow's card, better than $2,500. Also big carryover tomorrow in the pick 5, better than $18,000. Well, that wraps up live racing for this Wednesday edition from Florence, Kentucky. Live racing does return again tomorrow, Thursday, with a first post of 6:15. For all of us here at the track, this has been the Turfway Park Report.